Welcome. In this session, what I'm going to do is talk you through what's different in the class from last year. Last year we created an orientation video and it's on YouTube, and you should watch part 1 and part 2 of those orientation videos first before you watch this one. This just covers what's different. What's the same is the same website, nypolisci.org, and what you can see at the very top of the website are tabs that will take you to the class section that you're in. I'd like to emphasize this year that you can do extremely well in the class, and what will really help is if you make sure you make time in your life to be a college student. In my experience, every student who puts in the baseline 4 hours of class time and shows up to class, but then also puts in homework time of 2 hours for each hour in class, those students almost always get A's and B's in the class. But add that up, 4 hours of class time, and that's true for online students as well, plus an additional 8 to 12 hours of homework time. That's what's expected of a college student, and if you do that, you're almost guaranteed to get an A or a B in the class. You have the same grading scale as we had last year, but this year there are fewer assignments, and each of those assignments is worth more points. So how do you earn points in the class? What are your assignments in the class? Well, it's more or less the same assignments as last year, with some changes in the due dates. One thing that we've added is audio files, and we did that last year, but I want to emphasize that for those of you who prefer to listen, you listen better and you learn better by listening to the spoken word. Please do try the audio files. We have them for most of the articles. For those of you who are more visual learners, we've added a whole section on video resources. Now for the students who are taking the class on campus, face-to-face, we'll watch most of those in class. For those of you who are taking the class online, you'll have to watch those on your own, and those will be included in the weekly quizzes. So we are now including the expectation that you watch the videos and then take the weekly quiz. So your quiz will cover both readings and videos. Instead of 4 homework questions this year that were worth 25 points last year, we've reduced that to 3 homework questions. We've added in a short section, about 50 to 75 words, where you reflect on your own values. And then we've increased the points for each of these assignments to 40 points. So it's a total of 120 points instead of 100 points for all of the homework questions. 10 of those points come from the peer and self-reviews, which you'll do on Turnitin. Those are due 2 days after the regular due date for the class. Another change is the hands-on learning. Same assignments, but we have changed the due dates. Those are now due at weeks 3, 7, and 10. We made a slight modification in the term project, which was part of the class last year, but this year what we've done is we've moved the due date for the term project to week 11. And then we've also made a connection between the term project assignment and many of the civic engagement fieldwork opportunities that you have. And this should really complement your work and make the assignment much easier. The finals week is also different at De Anza. It used to be that finals started on Tuesday in finals week, and it was quite complicated to know when your final exam was. Now, finals week starts on Monday, and your final will be scheduled at a time that your regular class meets. For this class, if you're in the day class, the final exam will be on the Wednesday of week 12 at 11:30, and if you're in the night class, it will be at 6:30 on that Wednesday. I want to emphasize that the Catalyst website is the place where you will be taking your reading quizzes. You can access your grades, and then you'll take your final exam on Catalyst, but then turn it in not only on Catalyst, but also on Turnitin. Almost all your other work is submitted on Turnitin.com, including the Week 1 participation assignments and setup work. When you're turning work in on Turnitin.com, make sure you use the assignment template. And if you look on the YouTube channel, you'll find a short video that shows you how to deal with, download, fill out, and upload your assignment templates. And then, as always, I want to emphasize that you can do really well. Make sure you take yourself seriously, get organized, stay organized, turn in all your work, make time in your life to study, make sure you make time for homework, have a great attitude about learning, stay focused, and remember, you're really smart.